one to control.
Dance, Ron? What dance? Oh, it sounds fun. Have you? I'll tell Moss, but I don't think he'll want to go. Just a minute. Moss!
Yep.
Ron Radley.
Well, tell him I'm off duty.
He says he's off duty. He says he wants an off-duty word with you.
Well, tell him I'm tired.
He says he's tired. Oh, he gets tired. Even that tired.
What's so funny?
I suggest you get married then. Is that a promise?
What's he on about?
I've heard all that before. We'll see what you can do, Ron.
Hello? Dance? When? No. Well, it's too late. Well, she would, wouldn't she? No, by the time I've had my tea, it'd be too much of a rush. No. Look, you would have to go and put your great big beetle crusher right in it, wouldn't you? You know what she's like about dancing? Do I have to go round in my socks?
Would have cost nothing. Ron had free tickets.
Well, it's too late now.
Yes, because you've got to eat.
Well, that doesn't make me a freak. It's quite popular, you know. Lots of people do it.
Going to a dance would have made a nice change.
Well, it's not as though it's the Tower Ballroom. It's only the Moulin Rouge over the bus garage. Where's my spoon?
When you've sat in night after night like I have, even a bus garage dance sounds good.
All right, we'll go. Forget the tea. Get yourself ready, we'll go.
It's too late now.
We'll only be 10 minutes later than we would have been.
You don't want to go?
I'm not fussy.
Wouldn't be enjoyable for me knowing you didn't want to go.
I said I'm not fussy.
What about your tea?
We'll have a fish and chip supper.
I've liver and bacon cooking.
Look, do you want to go or not?
No. Not now.
Pedro, don't drink it all at once.
Nah, chocolate beats it, that, Jeff.
Yeah, that's it. Light and bit. Right, you are, Mr. Hopkins.
What brings you over this way, Mr. Parkin?
Oh, the wife fancied going somewhere exotic.
It was here or the Moulin Rouge.
We're getting a bit tired of Paris.
3 and 8.
It used to be gin and tonic before we got married. You used to try and get me tight.
Never used to work, though, did it?
I wonder how that dance is going.
Well, I brought you out, haven't I?
Can't remember seeing you out of uniform before, Mr. Parkin.
There's a rumour going round he sleeps in it.
I expect she started it.
I hope so.
Evening.
Evening.
Who's that then?
Moss Parkin, our local bobby.
Nice here, isn't it? Nice to go out together.
Oh, aye.
You, Mr. Parkin, Mrs.
Evening.
Hello, Joe. How's it going?
Nicely. You heard the news?
News?
My son Alfie's coming home. Be here Friday. Been away in Australia 8 years.
Oh, it'll be nice for you seeing him again after all this time.
Aye. Pity mother's not here. Never saw him again after he'd gone.
Oh, shame. Is he married?
No, Mrs, no. Not married. He won't be bringing no wife home with him. At least he hasn't written said. He wasn't much of a one for writing, was Alfie.
Still, you'll be seeing him Friday. That's better than letters.
Aye. I'll be seeing him Friday.
That'll make a break for old Joe. Decent old stick. He's all on his own now.
Wife's dead, isn't she?
Oh, aye. A couple of years, I think.
Evening. Joe, can you have a go in the public? It's piling up a bit out there.
All right, Harry.
Ivy tells me you're our local Bobby.
Oh, that's right. Moss Parkin. This is the wife, Beth.
Pleased to meet you. Nice to see you both here. I'm Harry Hopkins, manager. Mind if I sit down?
Oh, your chairs.
Just like a word, will you?
He's off duty.
Well, I can see that. I've got my good suit on.
Oh, it's just as well, really, because I don't want our talk to be too official. You'll know, of course, that I've not been here long.
Aye, about 3 months, isn't it?
I started the first quarterly stock taking yesterday. Seems down on what it ought to be.
Well, how much down?
Can't tell till I check properly.
What did you mean when you said you didn't want our talk to be too official?
Well, I don't want to cause too much of an eruption, you know.
Eruption? Well, that's the word he used. I suppose he didn't want to upset his staff.
That's how it seemed.
Well, did he suspect anybody?
He never said.
Well, do you?
Well, there's only 3. There's Ivy Marsh, she's a widow, Ted Brent, and old Joe Shields, the pot man.
And Mrs. Hopkins, his wife.
Oh, 4 then. I don't know much about Brent, but I'd say the others were honest enough.
Oh, well, somebody probably said that about Al Capone.
Very good.
Well, let's say they seemed honest enough.
Oh, what about Brent? Have you been on to Wakefield Record Office about him?
Yeah, I've not heard back yet. I thought I'd go up to the pub and check the landlord's figures.
Oh, well, let's go.
I didn't know petty pilfering interested you.
Petty pilfering in pubs interest me.
Say it again without moving your lips.
Oh, yeah, that tasted good.
Hair of the dog, eh?
Oh, well, it's thirsty work, that dancing.
Worse than I thought. Come through with it, Over £60.
£60? That's nearly 2 dozen bottles of spirits.
There's no chance of it not having been delivered, I suppose.
No, I check all the deliveries in myself. I got all the receipts.
So what appears to be missing?
Oh, Scotch and gin, mainly. Come to think of it, I did notice a bottle of brandy go a couple of weeks ago. I was very busy. I couldn't remember if I put it up in the optics or not.
When did you start missing this stuff?
Oh, to be quite truthful, this is the first pub I've ever managed. I don't suppose I've been as watchful as I ought. I didn't notice anything till I started doing the stock taking.
Could anybody have broken in and helped themselves?
Oh, no. If it had gone in one go, I'd have noticed it. No, it must have gone in dribs and drabs.
All right, then, well, we'll make some inquiries.
Inquiries? Now, what do you mean exactly?
Well, Ivy Marsh and Ted Brent seem to have had the best opportunities.
Oh, now, you're not going to question them, are you?
Well, we'll have to.
Well, I'd rather they didn't know.
I don't see how we can find out if they took your stock unless we ask them, Mr. Hopkins.
But I told you I wanted this to be unofficial. Well, lads, I wouldn't want the brewery to think that I'm inefficient. Not managing the first pub like I am.
We'll be as discreet as we can.
If you can.
Thanks for the drink.
Oh, it's all right.
Mr. Parkin,
Yes, Joe.
can I have a word? I hope you don't mind me mentioning it, but when out...
Two of them on it, I see.
You're just going to make a few discreet inquiries?
Not official.
Seems to be.
You'd have done better putting money back in till and making up losses.
That still wouldn't have stopped the stocks disappearing, would it?
Well, better that, Harry, than having brewers finding out you're tangled up with police. Only a few months at the job.
Well, very nice of you to ask us. I'd love to come, of course, but I'm not sure that Beth will be free.
I'd like to introduce you to Alfie. It'd be nice of him to meet nice folk like you.
Well, we should be able to make it.
I've asked everybody. Everybody's coming. It's Alfie's welcome home, like.
Well, we'll try then.
Oh, good. Yeah, I'm so excited. I can't wait for Friday to come. How about you, sir? Hey, bring that gentleman along and all, if you like.
All right then, Joe. Well, we've got to be off now. If nothing else crops up, probably see you Friday.
I hope so, Mr. Parkin. If everybody's coming, will you be coming, sir?
Aye, if I can make it.
501 receiving, over.
Information you requested on Edward Brent.
Go ahead.
Edward Brent, previously domiciled at 62 Ashley Road, York, was picked up by York police and held on suspicion of breaking into a warehouse, but was released owing to insufficient evidence. John Purdy was later convicted of the crime and sentenced to 18 months. While living in York, Brent was an habitual associate of known criminals and frequented gaming clubs and betting shops. That is the extent of our information on him. Over.
That's enough.
Thank you, Control. 501 out.
Well, that's our man.
Aye, more than likely.
Well, why come to me?
We have to start somewhere, you see.
Why aren't you working?
Only work at pub in evenings.
No day job?
No.
Wife not working?
No.
She was. At Wilkinson's, wasn't it?
Had to pack up. She's expecting. That's where she is now, over at clinic in Ormsford.
Any other children?
Yes. She's got a daughter, Susan. She'll be about a year now, won't she?
Aye, that's right.
Baby on the way. Wife not working. And you only on part-time. Used to go round with one or two villains in York, didn't you?
Yes, that's right. Who was it now? Wiggy Purdy and his crowd. You know Purdy, don't you?
Aye, I know him.
He wouldn't mind a few bottles of scotch cheap.
Look, I haven't seen Purdy since I moved out here.
You're lucky Purdy didn't shop you. Do you still bet on the horses, Ted?
Where would I get money to bet horses?
Aye, where? Once a punter, always a punter.
Look, I used to knock about with villains. But that before I got married.
Oh, you've turned over a new leaf now, eh?
I don't know how you manage. Not with a wife and baby. Somebody's been stealing that booze.
Well, it's not me. You won't let folk go straight, will you? I got a job. I'm going straight. Why don't you leave me alone?
Look at it from our point of view, Ted. There's you, there's Ivy, there's Joe. Now, you and Ivy are behind the bar. You have the best opportunities.
Well, why couldn't it be her?
Ivy? Well, she's got no reason. Her husband left her a bit of money. She gets a widow's pension. Now, why would she want to nick booze?
Why don't you tell me? Now, Sue's woken up.
Better go see to it, hadn't you, Brent?
Bills. There's one here from Arthur Copley, the bookie. Owes him 12 quid.
Well, it must have been paying regular to get credit. Hello. He is, you thief.
Shall we come upstairs, lads?
No, it'll not take a minute. Found these in Brent's place.
Well, I can't tell offhand if they're mine or not.
I know the distillers would know. Each bottle's code marked. They know who it distributed to.
Aye. Does Ted admit taking them?
Well, he says that Ivy gave them to him.
Ivy?
Yeah, we'd better have a word with her. Is she in?
Aye. Ivy,
Aye?
can I have a word with you?
Hello.
Hello, Ivy. Look, we found these bottles in Ted Brent's place. Now, he says that you gave them to him.
Aye, that's right, Mr. Parkin.
Well, where did you get them from?
Bradford. I got them in a cut price store.
You bought them for Ted then?
Aye. Well, no, I got them because they were cheap.
You bought 4 bottles of scotch, then gave them to Ted. Why?
Well, I didn't actually give them to him.
Did you sell them to him?
Aye.
He says you gave them to him.
Oh, no. Well, he hasn't paid me yet. I expect that's what he means. You see, we're a bit short. He said he could make a few bob on them when he sold them.
That's an offence.
Oh, well, I didn't know.
What was the name of the cut price store?
The name? Well, I don't know. I didn't notice.
What street was it in?
The street? I think it was Market Street. Aye, Market Street.
Hamilton's?
No.
Prescott's wine store?
No.
Kessler's.
Well, I don't know.
That only leaves the supermarket.
Was it the supermarket, Ivy?
Well, I don't remember, Mr. Parkin. But I told you I did buy
Now,
them.
look, lads, do you mind
When?
if
Where? What day was it?
Well, 4 or 5 weeks ago.
It'll be a Monday. That's Ivy's day off.
Aye, it'll be a Monday.
Ivy, Mr. Hopkins has had some stock stolen. Now, if we find that these bottles are part of it, you're in trouble.
Oh, let's hope somebody remembers you buying them, that's all.
But she seems such a nice woman. Quiet, reserved.
Somebody probably said that about Al Capone.
But why would she want to steal booze?
All I know is she admits giving it to Brent. Now, if Ron finds out that she got it in Bradford, she's in the clear.
A woman like her be scared out of her wits being questioned by the police.
Oh, leave it, Beth. Leave it alone.
Put the kettle on. Ron will be here in a moment.
All right.
We are going tomorrow, aren't we?
Tomorrow?
To old Joe's place.
Do we have to?
Yes, we do. Oh, he's so excited his son's coming home. We must go.
I'll get it. Probably be wrong. Well?
Yeah, phoned them all. Hamilton's and Kessler's don't cut their prices. Prescott's wine store closed all day Monday. And the supermarket don't even stock that brand. What about the distillers?
I've not heard from them yet, but it looks as though it came from the Fox and Hounds.
No, but I still reckon Brent took it, not Ivy.
Well, I agree with you, but you've got to prove that.
Oh, when we went to Brent's house, one of the...
Say hello to the wife.
Hello?
Hello.
Now, what are you doing tonight?
King's Arms.
Well, I thought we'd go up there, then go on to the Fox and Hounds later on.
Well, they won't get up to out when they see us in there.
I wasn't planning on being seen.
You know, if my tongue was 30 yards longer... Hey. Cheeky. Seems Ivy isn't as innocent as we thought.
What'll happen when they find out which of them's been taking stock?
I don't know.
I'll tell you. There'll be a court case.
I'll just have to try and hush it up as best I can, that's all.
You? Hush up a court case? It'd be in all the papers. It's bound to get back to Brewers.
I wish I'd never spoken to Parkin about it. I told him I wanted it done unofficial.
I must be out of my mind to come up here on a Friday night.
News from the distillers.
Well,
Trace the bottles.
the Fox and Hounds.
No, to Smith and Delman's off Market Street, Bradford.
Oh, heck. Will you phone them to find out if it was Ivy that bought them?
There's not much point. They don't open till tomorrow morning.
Look, we're supposed to be having a night out. Can't we forget all this and start enjoying ourselves?
Get off.
Well, old Joe was kind enough to invite us to his party. The least you can do is be gracious about it.
Oh, you've come then.
Did Alfie get here all right?
The others didn't come. I asked everybody, nobody come.
Will they be here? It's early yet.
Oh, where is Alfie? Let's meet the wanderer returned.
I asked everybody, nobody come.
Oh, but at least we're here, aren't we, Joe?
Why, you come, didn't you?
Well, come on, Joe. Where's Alfie?
Alfie's coming. He's coming Friday.
Just says Alfie be arriving home today.
Didn't he get here then, Joe?
Nobody come. Isn't Alfie coming?
No, Joe.
This was sent 6 weeks ago.
Get him a drink. No. Just pour some brandy.
Well, there it is, Mr. Hopkins. We've got it all back apart from a couple of drops of brandy, so I'll see you at the station in the morning.
Station?
Yeah, so you can make a statement.
Statement? Oh, we're not pressing charges.
Look here, Mr.
I
Hopkins.
said we're not pressing charges.
We got stuck back. We'll not be charging poor old Joe.
Well, he's a thief. You employed him and systematically he's been robbing you. Just because you want to keep your job, he's going to get away with it.
Oh, it's not just me and the breweries. Well, it's Joe.
Oh, well, it'll not look like that in my report.
Come on. If you don't want to press charges, that's all there is to it. Night. Night.
Good night, Joe.
Good night, Mrs.